Welcome to another edition of Helmets Off. I'm your host, Scott Mitchell. You know, back in about 1941, the first time this was ever printed, and it's credited to the coach at Illinois University, Robert Zupke. He said, football is a game of inches, not yards. And I will tell you that football is a cruel, cruel game when it comes to inches. It was brought up again in the playoffs recently. The Bears kicker Parkey actually hit the upright. And I mean, he hit the upright so close to going in that the ball didn't bounce out, it bounced down. If you could imagine how close to going in that had to have been for that ball to actually bounce down instead of just coming back into the playing field, because then it hit the crossbar and it almost went in. Would that just not be something miraculous to hit the upright, hit the crossbar and go in? But it didn't, it went out. And the Bears, who had a phenomenal season and really should be going on in the playoffs, aren't. They're a really good football team, and that's just how cruel inches can be in the NFL. But it goes back even further than that because, and actually most people didn't know this until hours after the game, the ball was actually tipped. Bears fans were fuming at Parkey. I mean, they were just like all over him because it's not the first time he's actually hit the uprights this year, which is, it's just incredible all by itself. You know, how many times a kicker can hit the uprights. It's one of those, if it was just a little bit closer and you hit the uprights, it's almost better if you just miss altogether, because when you hit it, it's like it's there. I mean, it should go in. I mean, you actually should count field goals if they hit the uprights. Anyways, it's just crazy how many field goals that he's actually had this year that have hit the uprights. But this ball was actually tipped. And if you look at the way it was tipped, it hit the outside of the Eagles' defender, which actually would make the ball go more to the left, which is where it hit, the left upright. Had it not hit that hand, more than likely it would have gone in. And when you say hit the hand, it was so unnoticeable that people didn't even see it. It wasn't ever talked about on television until the player actually, I tipped that ball. So it kind of makes Bears fans, I think, feel a little bit better that he just didn't shankopotamus it. You know, he just didn't miss on purpose, but just a fingertip, a small inch, a small glance, a small brush of the football caused the Chicago Bears, who might have contended with that defense and with the resurgence of their offense, might have been a team that could have done some damage in the playoffs and possibly gone to the Super Bowl, because they have a great defense. They have a defense that can get them to the championship. As I thought about how cruel inches are, I thought about another play, which was just, it was crushing. It was so heartbreaking to watch. And that's when the Tennessee Titans played the Los Angeles Rams in the Super Bowl. And Kevin Dyson catches a pass, and he's on a little crossing route, and he gets tackled on the 1 yard line by Mike Jones, the linebacker for the Tennessee Titans. And you're like, can't you just get just a little bit further? And it would have actually tied up the Super Bowl. Now, would they have gone on to win the game? I don't really know. But nonetheless, it was just one of those, just by a few inches, that they actually lost that game. And I can remember a game that I was a part of where it wasn't an inch, but it was a catch. And it's like, just catch the ball. All you have to do is catch the ball. Just that one catch, that one play makes all the difference. It was in 1995 when I was playing in Detroit, and we had tied essentially the Green Bay Packers. And if we would have tied, they had the tiebreaker, so they actually won the division. But they're playing the Pittsburgh Steelers on the last game of the season. And the game meant nothing to the Steelers, so it didn't change their playoff position, nothing at all. In fact, Pittsburgh that year actually went on and played the Dallas Cowboys in the Super Bowl. But leading up to that, in this last game of the season, they're marching down the field against the Green Bay Packers, and Yancey Thigpen is wide open in the end zone, and he drops the pass. And no one's around him. It's not a bad pass. It literally hits him right in the stomach. And he was a very good, very reliable receiver. But Yancey Thigpen dropped a pass that would have given the Detroit Lions the NFC Central crown and home field for a first-round playoff game at home. Instead, we went to Philadelphia and we didn't win. Not to say that we couldn't have won, but I think it would have been different had we actually been at home in that game. So inches are cruel, and there are numerous, I mean, there are countless times and experiences and plays that you can count to that show just how cruel inches are in football. Of course, it's like that way in life. But I love what Cody is actually the kicker. I love what Kobe said to the Bears kicker after the game. He said, this is what needs to motivate you. This is what needs to spur you on to get past this inch, to what are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to do to ensure that next time the inch goes your way? Because sometimes the ball bounces your way and sometimes it doesn't. And you need to put the effort in and continue to put that effort in, because even though you put the effort in, sometimes it just doesn't bounce your way. All right, Helmets Off is now off. You can text helmets to 65537. Go to those social sites, like us, dial us in on that phone of yours, and until then, we will catch you soon.